Hello, good evening, and welcome to Den Haag in the Netherlands. It's game day 5, Group F of the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers, and what a game we have for you tonight. Great Britain in town up against the Netherlands. Huge contest. If Great Britain win, then they go through, Greece go through, Czechia go through. Greece and Czechia playing right now. If Greece win that, they'll book their ticket irrespective of this result. The Netherlands must win to keep their hopes alive. They really need to win by 5 if they can as well to win the head-to-head with Great Britain. It's all on the line as the lights go down and the teams get set to be introduced. Really is a fascinating contest here. Two teams with a chance to edge it closer for Great Britain, a chance to punch their ticket. They've been to all but one of the EuroBasket since the 2009 edition. The Dutch reached it in 2015 and 2022. But anything short of victory tonight will see them miss out on the 2025 edition. Great Britain, what an opportunity they have in front of them here. One result, one win away from booking their spot. They will know what stands in front of them, the opportunity that they have against the Dutch team. They've played pretty tightly over the years. Great Britain just shading the all-time head-to-head, 4 games to 3. The previous meeting between these two teams in this competition way back on game day 1 a year ago. 4-point win for Great Britain on that night in Newcastle. 98-94. Awful lot of offense on show. Can they repeat that? Most of the other games in this group have been down in the 70s. These two teams really put a show on in that first meeting. And it's do or die for Netherlands. The number of tickets left is thinning out. Portugal just got their spot confirmed about half an hour ago with the defeat of Ukraine. The Netherlands going to try and take this group to the very last game day. The two teams have been introduced to the crowd, and we will pause now for the national anthems of both countries, starting with the national anthem of Great Britain. And now for the national anthem of the Netherlands. Well, it's a great crowd in here, as you would expect for a game of this magnitude, and two of the great rising stars of European basketball going head-to-head. Yannick Krah, of course, plays for Badalona in Spain. Quinn Ellis, who was the MVP in the Italian Cup just last weekend. Great to see those two going toe-to-toe, and our three officials, the third team on the floor. From Italy, Lorenzo Baldini; from Serbia, Petar Pešić; and from Norway, Viola Georgi. Our three referees for this contest. And this Dutch team, well, they'll know they want to try and get off to a good start here, put the pressure on the visitors, get the crowd into it early, make them a blur of orange, and see what Great Britain's response is. There is Krah. And for Great Britain, well, it's the exact opposite, isn't it? Try and take some of the sting out of your opponents. Try and quieten the crowd a little bit, get them doubting themselves. Luke Nelson, the experienced British point guard there. Remember back in qualifying a few years back, that game winner he had to send Great Britain to a EuroBasket. Will we see something like that again this evening? They will have one more go at it, Great Britain, irrespective of the result tonight, but they'd much rather that game on Monday night have very little riding on it, rather than sweat it out on the last game day of the season. They did such an incredible job in the previous window to win that home game against Greece by a point. Here is the British starting five: Gabe Olasheni, Quinn Ellis, Bonzi Yaboa, Miles Hesson, and Carl Weethel. Very mixed of youth and experience for Britain in that starting lineup. That is not Mark Stupel. I can confirm that. Our cameraman's picked the wrong person out. But for the Dutch, there he is. There's the coach, just having a word with his point guard, Mark Stupel. Of course, that last game in qualifying is in Newcastle, where he coaches domestically. But he'd much rather not have to rely on the Geordie faithful to see them home, I'm sure, if they can get it done tonight. Keir van der Verst, Shaq Dawson, Yannick Krah, Emmanuel Tekwesi, and Shalon Kloof, the starting five for the Dutch. Eric Shivak, the experienced head coach of this Netherlands team, going to give his final few words of instruction to his charges before they head out onto the floor in this must-win game for them. As I say, object number one, win. Object number two, win by 5 or more as far as the Netherlands are concerned. It might not come down to head-to-head, but you'd rather have it in the bag than not, just in case come Monday night you look back and go, man, we were a couple of points short here or there. But you worry about that in the last minute, not the first. In the first minute, it's about setting the tone and getting yourself on top, getting yourself into the ball game and putting yourself in a position to win it. Well, they've come from across the seas, from Leicester, from Cheshire, from London, from wherever, to watch this game here in The Hague. But which of these two sets of fans will be celebrating at the end? Well, as the Fives make their way out onto court here in Den Haag, welcome to this Group F match day 5 game between the Netherlands and Great Britain. A potentially decisive game. If Great Britain were to win, they would qualify. The Netherlands would be out. Czechia would be through. Greece would be through, although the Greeks will have a chance to book their ticket before we finish in their game in Czechia, which is being played out right now. But for these two teams, the prize is enormous for victory. The Dutch in their famous orange against Great Britain, all in white. And we're set to get things underway. And it is the home team who will get the opening possession of the ball game. Van der Verst moves it on to Kwesi, who takes it to the rim, too strong on that. And the rebound is grabbed by Carl Wheatle. Here's Hessen down on the low block. Double team comes all the way out to Wheatle. Turns down the three. Yeboah will take it. He shot really well in his previous games in this qualification from behind the arc. His first one doesn't go here. Here's Krah going up against Ellis. Hessen a little bit of a gamble, but he recovers with the block. Ellis will come the other way. Hessen's going to step into the transition three off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Kwesi. Van der Verst around the screen. Nice pass inside. Hessen with the help, forcing the ball out of bounds. And that will stay with the Netherlands. 9 on the shot clock. Van der Verst. It's into Krah, a little step off him. His three doesn't go. Neither team troubling the scorekeeper as yet. Olasheni hands it off to Ellis. Ellis with a lane to the rim, kicks it out to Hessen in the corner. His three is short, but Ellis will get Great Britain a new 14. Ellis to the mid-range. That one's off the mark. Well, two great footballing nations playing out a 0-0 here. Van der Verst, his pass goes astray. Maybe now in transition. Ellis running the floor. Dutch recover well, but nice spin from Yeboah. He can't convert. Ball somehow makes its way out to Ellis. Olasheni, finally the scoreboard operator has something to do. The first points on the board go the way of the visitors. Krah. Wheatle just knocking Kloof to the ground. Call for the foul. Well, he's made a career out of those 15 to 17 foot jumpers. Gabe Olasheni, excellent from the top of the key. Van der Verst, cross court. It's Kwesi, shot clock getting low here. Kloof is going to have to fire up the three. That doesn't go, batted all the way out, but only as far as Hessen. Has to go the opposite way to the screen. Olasheni on cleanup duty, but he misses the putback. Both teams a little tentative here. Here's Krah, open, long three. Doesn't go. Wheatle, 3 minutes in, just one score in the contest. He's talking about that 90s game that they played. Oh, what a block that is. Coming from behind to throw that one out. Dawson with the rejection. It was 98-94 when they last met, but doesn't look like we're going to get anywhere near that, particularly with defensive plays like that one. Olasheni at the elbow this time. His shot runs out. Well, the easiest job in Den Haag tonight is scoreboard operator. Absolutely nothing to do. Van der Verst. Clark. Trying to lob it in. It was a tough pass. Great play from Ellis to keep that in play. Olasheni back to Ellis. Thought about the three. Decides to go to the attack instead. Bobbled by Olasheni, and he is fouled. And he will go to the free throw line. Two free throws coming for Gabe Olasheni. First one is good. Two teams combined for 1 for 15 from the floor to this point. But he makes both free throws. Oh, 4-0 after 4 minutes. I'm not sure anybody would have predicted that. Coach Strudel will be happy with the nil bit, that's for sure. Kluth. Dawson trying to hand it off to Krah. He has to get back to the halfway line. Krah again puts it on the floor, creates a little space for the mid-range. Front iron on that. Still they can't score. 4 minutes plus. Netherlands yet to trouble the scoreboard. Look at that. 1 for 16 between the two teams. Incredible. Ellis out to Hessen. Lob to Olasheni. He can't lay it in. 1 for 17 now. Stolen away. Great defense from Yeboah. He'll run it back. Hessen. Oh, I thought for a second that one was going to come out, but it does eventually drop. And we are midway through the opening quarter. And in a game they can't afford to lose, Netherlands haven't scored yet. It's only 6-0 though. Great Britain. Oh. Two for 18 from the floor. Very inauspicious start by these two teams. We were talking up their offense, but we've not seen it as yet. Okay, Van der Verst has a look of slight bemusement on his face as his team come out. I guess it could be worse. You don't score for the first 5 minutes of the game. You could be in a worse spot than 6 points down, that's for sure. Great Britain with a show of full court pressure here. Nothing really in it. That one's bobbled out. Franke able to recover. Van der Verst. Late shot clock. Van der Verst takes it in, fires it up. He misses. And Ellis with the rebound. So past the midway point, they still can't get the ball in the basket. Yeboah corner three. Great rebound by Hessen. Ellis attacks, gets into the key, gets caught. And he will go to the line for two. Shaquille Dawson with the foul. He just got into that spot where he's past the first defender, but too far away for the help defender to do anything. Dawson with his second personal foul will have to take a seat here in the opening quarter. First point of the game for Quinn Ellis. Stutzel will be delighted that his team haven't given up a single point in 5.5 minutes. He'll wish they could have scored a few more, but they have an 8-0 lead. Again, GB showing some full court pressure. Kloof is able to come away with it. Kloof going all the way, throws it to the corner. Franke had to do some work to keep it alive, but he then turns it over. Sloppy play there from the Dutch. Dijkstra commits the foul. He's done well to keep it in play and struggled to keep his feet in play. Turned it over as a result. Third foul of the quarter on the Netherlands. Fourth turnover against the Dutch as well. Olesheni trying to thread the needle. Yeboah going to work, great footwork, and the basket is good. Foul is called. Too strong, little flex of the muscles from Yeboah at the end. He's got work to do when he catches the ball, but he does have the size advantage against Kra down there. And a chance to make it 11-0, and I don't think any British fan coming into this game could have hoped for a better start than this after 6 minutes. Kloof leaves the game. Well, 6 minutes gone, his team haven't scored. Great Britain have 11. Franke. Kra harassed by Nelson. Van der Verst. Over to Kra. Shot clock at 5. That's not a great pass. Yeboah gets a hand on it. Ellis running. Has Olesheni ahead of him, and he rocks the rim. And Great Britain lead this one 13 points to nothing. The Netherlands in a massive hole here right at the start of the game. And first of all, they've just got to score. Don't worry about being down 13. Just put the ball in the basket. Here's the chance. Kra finally gets the Netherlands on the board, and listen to the noise in the building. Relief as much as anything else. Something to cheer about. Yeboah leaves that short, but Olesheni is there. That's knocked away from him. And Nelson gets in the way of the fast break. Yannick Franke takes the foul. As you see, it was just a hand there from Van Bree that knocked it away. Again, look at the sloppy passing. I mean, even if it's a better pass, he's going to struggle to catch it from there. And Olesheni rocking the rim at the other end. And when you're struggling to score, what you don't want to do is give them 3 points in transition like that. Van der Verst. Franke fires up the 3, got it! And finally the floodgates have opened for the, well, they've given that as a long 2. Quite get his toes behind the line. Nelson back to Olesheni. Wheatle turning the corner, running into trouble, and that's ripped away by Dijkstra. Here's Krah along the baseline, and he's fouled by Hessen. They corrected that last shot to a 3. It's probably not a bad foul from Hessen in that regard. See if he can make them both from the line rather than give them an easy dunk. Krah makes the first bellow into the game for Great Britain for Olesheni. Krah back high, and so it's a great foul by Hessen. Saved his team a point. Nelson beats his man, has the lane to the basket. Once a whistle, doesn't get it. Chance for Netherlands to run the other way. They've got numbers. Van der Verst for 3 off the mark, and Wheatle plucks it out of the air. A lot of pressure on Philip here. Too much pressure. Yannick Franke called for his first personal foul. I think that's the 5th on the team, so they'll be shooting. Van der Verst sits down. Who's into the game for the first time. It is 2 free throws because of the team foul situation. Phillips' first shot of the game, first real touch of the ball, to be honest with you, off the mark. And he makes the second. Krah. Dijkstra. Van Brey for 3, strings it. Luc Van Brey with the triple, and it's down to 5 now. They've definitely found their rhythm late on in this quarter. It's going to be another foul. Van Brey, who hit the 3 at one end, commits the foul at the other. And once again, it'll be 2 free throws for the British. They've really done a good job at getting to the free throw line in this quarter. Now 7 for 8 from the line. Tariq Phillip makes them both. Krah's going to get his first break of the game. I suspect it won't be for too long. Foul called. It's the 4th of the quarter on GB, so it'll be a sideline ball. Jabril Bello, the offender. Franco gets it in, gets it back, and strings the 3. Just stepped into play and stepped into a 3, his second of the game. Hibbert trying to shake loose the defender, gets it back to Nelson. Nelson around the high screen. Tipped away, shot clock getting low. Needs to go up from Phillip, gets it away in time, does he? Oh, it's a foul on the shot. just beat the buzzer and got a foul. Well, he didn't look like he had much on when the ball was in the corner. The other end, that three from Franke's certainly got his team going. Once again, the Brits are on the free throw line. And once again, it's Tariq Phillip. 3 or 4 so far for him personally. Missed the first one. Everyone after that seems to have hit the bottom of the net. Second one needed a little help from the iron, but it drops in. Wheatle returns for Great Britain. Nelson sits down. Franke has it knocked loose by Hessen, and then there's a hand check after that. I think the initial knock away of the ball was clean. So this time it will be the Dutch to the free throw line. They've only had 2 free throw attempts in this first quarter compared to the 11 that Great Britain have managed, but a second personal foul for Hessen, so that's a little bit of a concern for Coach Stütel and his team. Franke at the free throw line, playing his club basketball in Turkey these days. Makes the front end of 2. 7 points without a miss so far for him. Make that 8. Well, I said I didn't think Kral would be sat down for too long. I thought he might get to the end of the quarter before he returns, but no, get back out there for the last 20 seconds. Well, the clock doesn't seem to be ticking. There we go, we got it right now. Here's Phillip. Phillip, nice drop off. Fellow underneath is able to force it home. The heave on the buzzer does not go. Well, an incredible start to the ball game. The Netherlands took over 5 minutes to get on the board. Great Britain led by as many as 13, but once they started to score, the Dutch started to reel them back in. We're through 1 here in The Hague. It is Netherlands 14, Great Britain 20. Well, the shooting numbers, not great, I think it's fair to say, or that 3 of 7 has recovered the Netherlands. Well, the very poor start, but a great recovery is the most important thing of all as far as the Dutch are concerned. That's the coach of the Dutch wheelchair basketball team. Let's have a look back at the highlights from the opening quarter, and well, I think the beginning of it's going to be all white as Great Britain built up a 13-point lead. In some ways, they perhaps could have had a few more. They left a few points out there and some big defensive plays as well. Both teams kind of struggled to score in the early stages, but Great Britain had the better of it for the first 5 minutes, and then the Netherlands got going. But I guess it's one of them things you think, oh, we were up 13, we're only up 6, but boy, you'd take being up 6 on the road at the end of the first quarter, however you got there. It was Netherlands getting on the board, and then Franke with a couple of big shots. Don't forget, you can scan the QR code, download the Courtside 1891 app. Keep on top of all of the action going on, not only on EuroBasket, but around the world in international hoops. This is a big weekend with teams qualifying for all of the major continental competitions, and you can see it all on Courtside 1891. Second quarter about to get underway here. Great Britain with the ball and just about get it in. They also have the lead by 6 in a game that will punch their ticket if they can win it for the Brits. Netherlands need to win to keep it alive in this group, and they get a stop on the first play. Franke in the corner, long two, knocks it down. He is on fire right now. Hasn't missed a shot from any distance, 3 of 3 from the floor. And he's got double figures to his name. Ellis probing. Now looking to attack, blows past the first defender, gets all the way to the basket, couldn't quite get it to go, but he was fouled in the process. And that was just the confidence of a young man who believed he had the beating of the whole defense there. Franke just couldn't get that other foot behind the line. Otherwise, it would have been his third 3 of the game. Ellis makes them both. Dykstra will sit down. Edwards into the game for the first time. Pressure up court. Dealt with by Van Voos. Still dribble, dribble, dribble. Not much movement of the ball here. Well, 18 seconds in the first pass and tipped away. They really need to move the ball a little quicker than that. End-line ball. 1.6 seconds on the shot clock. Franke running off the screens, and he's caught. And, well, Philip is arguing that it's a kick out rather than a foul on him. Well, his leg does go outwards. I don't think it's one you use a challenge on, though. Just take your luck. Well, his first miss of the game. He's been perfect in 5 attempts from the floor and the line before that. And normality resumes. 11 points for him. Make that 12. 12 of his team's 18 points. There's only 2 other scorers. Krah with 3 and Van Bree with 3. Ellis. Philip in the corner for the triple off the mark. Melo trying to get the rebound. 2 GB players there, but neither of them can hang on to it. Franke runs into a double team, stolen away, 3-on-1, 3-on-2 in fact. And that doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. That's blocked. And away come the Dutch. Frankie has it. Drops it off to Kra. Kra fires up. His shot doesn't go. And there we go. Finally, somebody puts the ball in. It's Kai Edwards with the putback. And I didn't quite see what happened to Vus at the other end, but he's struggling. Whether he rolled an ankle or something. Sort of came out of nowhere on that last defensive play. You can see he's on the floor in the background here as the rest of his team get off and running. It's a decent challenge, but because the two players go for it, that allowed Edwards to clean it up. And the British lead is down to 2. Ellis gets it back. Oh, they lost Yeboah underneath. Oh, just got the gravity on the right side of the hoop from as far as he's concerned. Looked like another one that was going to come out. Van der Vurst. Franke, 2 bodies at him. Edwards is the open man, and that's what the rest of the team have to do now. The defense is focusing on Yannick Franke, so you've got to be open and be ready. Ellis. Dharma in the corner, thought about the 3. Gets it to Bello instead. Awkward spot here, late shot clock. Oh, nice first step and all the way to the basket. And Adamu lays it in. Van der Vurst working the screen. We've got a switch here. Kra is open in the corner as a result of it. Now he's looking to work on Ellis. Trying to back him down. Ellis does a decent job there. And he wins the battle, and he saves it off the foot of Edwards. Tremendous play at the defensive end from Quinn Ellis. Not to give up anything here, but then also, when it was going out of bounds, he bounced it off Edwards' foot for a Great Britain ball. Oh, 12 of their 22 points sitting down on the bench now. You can see the physio still working on Van Vurst. Adamu almost loses it. He's able to recover. There's only 5 on the shot clock here. Ellis pulls up for 3. Back iron. Long rebound comes all the way out to Van der Vurst. Van der Vurst spinning. No way past Wheatle. Van der Vurst again, hooks it out, reset, relocate. Oh, he ran down the court like it was going in there, Van Bray, but it didn't. Oh, transition 3 misses everything from Yeboah. And I said he's had a good competition from the 3-point line so far, but he's not made one yet today. 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Oh, Van Bray follows up an air ball with an air ball. I think both of those guys will want that one scrubbing out of the highlight package. We don't need to see them again. Well, Franco didn't get much of a rest there. Goes back to the bench a minute and a half after entering the fray. The shooting numbers still not great. Great Britain really, their offensive rebounding has helped them keep the scoreboard ticking. Well, Shenny and their free throws. There's another offensive rebound for the Brits. Oh, Adamu probably should have shot the first one. Well, Van der Vurst hits the deck. He's able to keep the ball alive. Edwards moves it on to Kra. rolling to the basket, kicks it out. Franke again for three, not this time, but offensive rebound for Krah. That's short, and Weethel comes down with it. Krah can't believe he didn't have enough on that one. Ellis slips it into Olesheni, and he's fouled. On the way up, says the referee, so that's going to be 2 free throws for Gabe Olesheni. Well, young and old, they've packed this venue out. It's a tight little court with good acoustics in terms of the noise that the crowd can make. Olesheni 2 for 2 on his first trip to the free throw line in this game. Not had his usual efficiency from the floor thus far, but he has contributed with 6 points. And he knocks down another one there from the free throw line. Franke. Around the screen. Pass bounced off the heels of Olesheni. So that'll put a new 14 on the shot clock. Right, Van der Verst de Vries will inbound. Edwards hands off to Krah, bailed out of the three-point shot. Franke has room in the corner, and that one a little short, and suddenly those shots don't look as comfortable as they did early in the game. Look at the offensive rebounding numbers. 8 already for Great Britain. They might get another one here. Olesheni fighting for it. Foul was called, I believe, on the rebound. Not quite as many fouls in this second quarter as there was in the first. Weethel going strong. It's a Great Britain ball. Ellis steps into a 17-footer, a little short again. They're on the offensive glass. Stolen away, is it? Yes, it is. Olesheni comes up with it. Wasn't a lot that Van der Vries could do with that. String music for three. Well, he turned a couple down early on that I thought maybe he should have taken Adamu, but he didn't turn that one down. And Great Britain's lead is back up to 9. And as I say, there wasn't much that Van der Verst could do with that. And when your defense is scrambling, you're more likely to have cross matches. And in that case, Zakwesi was a step off, and that doesn't look good, does it?
Guys, you know what does it mean if you take rebounds? The thing is you play good defense, but you don't take rebounds. You take rebounds, and it's not here, it's here. The rebounds that I was talking about, not up there. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Play long, team.
Well, the shooting numbers not great thus far. But such is the 10, you can see it's definitely an ankle that's being taped up that we get to see. Looks like he's already limping there and then goes over it again. So I don't know whether he double injured it. But there's a lot of work being done to get that ankle sorted. Well, the last action before the timeout was the first three-point make of the game for Great Britain, having been 0 of 7 from behind the arc before that. Their lead that was as many as 13-0 is back up to 9. And apart from this, man, the Dutch have struggled to score. Franke trying to thread the needle, a pass deflected away. Dharma looking to use his pace. Kicks it back out. Nelson for three, stares it down. It's off the mark. Edwards. Oh, comes and gets it off him. Franco being chased by Ellis and a little too aggressively. When Ellis called for the foul, I believe it's his second personal. It'll be interesting to see if they leave him out there with 2:40 to go to halftime. Van der Vurst fires up the three, front iron. Klaar with the rebound, kicks it back out. Van der Vurst is going to try again, but he bails out of it. Correction, that was Ellis's first foul. It's a Kwesi. Oh, underneath is Edwards. Freedom of the key to jam it home. Six points for Edwards. He's been active in and around the paint since he came into the game. Ellis, that one halfway down but out again. Slap at the ball from Nelson. It's going to stay with the Dutch. Wanted to, in white, just asking, did it come off his leg on the way out, ref? Franco going, was it not a foul, ref? But it's an end-line ball to the Netherlands. They trail this one by 7. Great Britain with the hot start and have stayed in front since. Franco around the screen, gonna fire up another threes. Missed that as well. Olasheni with the rebound. Well, he made his first two, but he's struggled since then. Yannick Franco from behind the arc. No. Clumsy and probably deliberate by Klaar. I knew they were in trouble, so one to give, might as well give it with 1:40 to go. Kwesi will sit down. Dykstra returns. Here's Ellis. Nelson creates some room, but his three is short. Ellis with the rebound. Oh, the pass was just too much there. Olasheni Weigel says, my fault. Just needed a half second of patience there. Olasheni would have been in a good spot in the low block. Weigel will sit down. Yeboah the man to return. Van der Vurst. Once again, it's Klaar running off the screen from Edwards. Back to Van der Vurst. Edwards setting the screen for him now. Franco. It's a really good foul. It's a really, really good foul. He knew he was going to give up a layup, even though there's 4 on the shot clock. And they got 2 to give. It's a good foul. Franco wasn't happy with it, understandably. Here's Franco. Trying to find room on the baseline, but there isn't enough of it. Foot on the line, out of bounds. And that becomes an even better foul now because you forced a turnover on the next play. Couldn't quite see his feet from that camera angle, but it did look in real time like he stepped on the line. The referee was closer to it than anybody. Phillip, Yeboah. Oh, he still can't find his range from behind the arc. Yeboah. He was shooting 60% from 3 in qualifying coming into this game. He's 0 for 4 now today. Oh, tough one from Klaar to knock that one down. Yannick Klaar with a man in his face. Guns a big 3, cuts Great Britain's lead down to 4. Ellis diving out at him, fighting around the screen, probably had a little more space than I gave him credit for, but still a great shot. Gap is 4. There might be one offense each left in this. 21 points off the bench, most of them Yannick Franca. Great Britain are going to try and take as much time as they can out of this game. Try and get one last score and go into the locker room up 6 or 7. One foul to give the message. I think it was Luke Nelson's voice in that timeout that reminded everybody as the T-shirt cannon fires out into the crowd. Didn't get much in that timeout. Sounds like a dribble handoff with Nelson being involved in that. Yeboah as well, but we'll see. They'll want to take some time out of it, give the Dutch the least amount of time possible to go the other way. I'm going to take 6 or 7 into the locker room in a heartbeat, Great Britain. Ellis staring at the clock as much as anything else. Here's Nelson. Back to Ellis. Oh, that was the pass to Olesheni, but it's stolen away. Franca running it back. It's blocked, but it was a goaltend, but it goes in anyway. So that will count for Franca, who takes his tally to 14, cuts the gap to 2. 3.4 seconds to go. Tried that little pocket pass, but it was a little low for Olesheni, and Franca ran it back for 2. And Great Britain cannot score on the final play. And well, the Netherlands gave up the first 13 points of this contest, but Yannick Franca has dragged them back into it. We're at the half here in Den Haag. It is the Netherlands 29, Great Britain 31. Well, what a topsy-turvy first half that was. Shooting numbers not brilliant. They're certainly going up on the left-hand side of the screen. Great Britain will want to shoot the ball better in the second half, but they'll take what they've got if they win the second half by 2, I tell you that much. The rebounding, Great Britain with their offensive rebounding, allowing them to win that battle. And they've also got 8 steals as well to get some points out in transition. But a low-scoring game, none of that 90-something we had when these two teams met in Newcastle a year ago. This one headed to the 60s at this rate as we look back at the highlights from the second quarter. The Netherlands, well, they scored the same basically amount of points in the first quarter as the second, but they did it in a better way in the second quarter, a bit more rhythm in it. Didn't take them as long to get going. And Great Britain dried up a little bit, down to 11 in that quarter, but they need to knock down a few threes. They've been struggling from behind the arc. The free throws have helped them keep the scoreboard ticking. Great Britain, they've got 14 of their 31 points, so basically half their offense coming from the free throw line. And that really has been the reason that they remain in the lead. But in this huge clash in Group F here, it is very much in the balance at the half. Great Britain, if they win, will punch not only their ticket, but the ticket of the other two teams in the group as well. Netherlands will be out. Although Greece, I've just noticed, have won in Czechia, so the Greeks are through. having won 93-89, so Great Britain will pull themselves and Czechia through with a win. Netherlands will keep it in the balance till Monday. Well, that's what you wear sunglasses inside for.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Turkey may not allow that, and Turkey will get the steal. Oh, behind the back pass. How about that?
Kicks it out, Willis. He hasn't made one yet. And that one doesn't go in either. He is a walking highlight reel when it comes to dunks.
Turnover again. Andrew Nashkashvili needs a pass. Puts it into Shengelia for two to Crowder in it. Timeout Finland. Back-to-back turnovers lead to a 5-point advantage for Georgia.
Now Houston throws the alley, but Guerra, buenas noches. La Laguna, Tenerife, baby. Well, if you want to go to Tenerife, fly Frank Guerra Airlines. Muchos gracias.
Still plenty of time left though. Abramovich getting himself in a spin at the top.
Past inside. Oh, that is a poster. That is huge. Comprovenza. That's an angry man throwing it down. Entry pass. Oh, beautiful play. Zubris turns that rim into his own personal jungle gym.
Oh, there's a lane here. Oh, and it's filled beautifully. And they're carrying on where he left off in the first half.
Uh-oh, look at this. Macondo mashing it home. S'il vous plaît. Look at this. He's for, oh, look at that hunger. Inbounds pass. Oh, unbelievable. The three-pointer. Can you believe it? Inbounds the ball off the back of the defender. Look at this. Oh, my. Yilmaz is never going to live that down.
And basketball fans, I'll say it. Well, no, got it up. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Did it count? Are we going to double overtime? I can't believe it. I think that's good.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, welcome back to Den Haag here in the Netherlands, where Great Britain are in town and are in the lead, led by this man, Gabriel Oleshening, although mainly from the free throw line. 4 of his 8 points coming from the free throw line. Update of the situation here in Group F. Greece have beaten Czechia in Czechia by 4 in overtime. Toliopoulos with 26 points, Papapetru with 23 points. And that means the Greeks are the first team from this group to qualify. They move to 4-1, and they are guaranteed a berth at EuroBasket in the summer. Czechia will now wait to see if Great Britain can pull them through. If Great Britain win this game, then both GB and Czechia will qualify and the Netherlands will be out. And if they do win the game, it'll be in no small part to the impact of Yannick Franke off the bench. Came in, hit 2 three-pointers in relatively quick succession, and has almost half of his team's offense at the interval. 14 of their 29 points have come from the number 0. And whatever happens in the second half, without him in the first, this game would be in the books. And the interesting challenge will be which of these two teams can find their offensive rhythm better. Great Britain have certainly not shot the ball very well. For the Dutch, it's probably their turnovers as much as anything that's caused them the issues. And as I say, a much lower scoring game than we saw when these two teams last met, but probably not a huge surprise given everything that's on the line. The Netherlands trying to push it to the final day of the competition on Monday. They have to go to Greece, but obviously the Greeks have qualified, so that might change the way they approach the game and the lineup that they put out there. Great Britain are at home to Czechia, that game being played in the northeast of England in Newcastle on Monday evening. And that will be potentially a shootout. The winner will go through. The loser will be in the mix, shall we say. But there's a lot of permutations still to happen between now and then. But it's been an exciting start so far to this final window of international basketball as tickets start to be secured. We saw Portugal earlier go through before they played with Ukraine's loss. We've seen Greece now punch their ticket through. And there's a few more might be secured before this night is done. And Great Britain will be hoping that a few more shots might go in. They really did struggle from the floor in that first half, shooting just 23.5% from the floor. It was the free throws that kept them going, just 9% from the three-point line, but they only missed one free throw in that half. 14 of 15 from the line. Well, you kind of think that the two things are not sustainable. Franke is not going to end up with half his team's offense, and if he does, they won't win. And Great Britain are not going to get half their points from the free throw line, and if they do, they're not going to win. So something different has to happen in the second half than what has happened in the first for whichever team is going to go on and win this ball game. Great Britain, in particular, the three-point line has kind of abandoned them a little bit in this ball game, having shot pretty well from the three-point line in qualifying. They've got some decent shooters, but you wouldn't know it watching this game, that's for sure. .47% from three-point range in qualifying so far, Great Britain. But a long way off that this evening. Oh, he looks a little sad, doesn't he? Sometimes all you want in life is a t-shirt. Well, what a big 20 minutes this is for these two squads. Great Britain trying to make it through to yet another EuroBasket finals. They've made all but one of them since 2009. They haven't won too many games when they got there. They haven't actually won a game since 2013, I think. Netherlands were there in 22. They were there in 15, and you can keep track of who's where and what by scanning the QR code, downloading the EuroBasket app, and keep on top of all the latest scores, highlights, stats, everything you need to know about EuroBasket 25. Well, a capacity crowd here in Den Haag as the Netherlands get us underway for the second half. They trail Great Britain by 2. They've been behind for the whole game since Great Britain scored the opening 13 points of the contest. But a chance here to level the scores, maybe even take the lead on the opening play of the second half. Here's Kraft. And there's the lead, Netherlands in front. Kai van der Vurst with the triple, and the home team are in the lead for the first time. Olaseni trying to feed Hessen and Kraft. Didn't really want much of that matchup, but that is a shot they will enjoy, not just because it puts them in the lead, but it's another guy on the scoreboard. And it keeps their three-point shooting momentum going. Lobbed into Hessen. Hessen onto Ellis. Hessen now, a little hesitation, but it's knocked away. Great defensive play by Kloof to knock it loose. Kraft close in. Oh, he misses. Oh, he's looking at the official. I just thought he put it wide, and there's another foul. Hessen does cause some matchup problems. He is so broad across the shoulders, so strong. But that is a great defensive play. That one not so much. It's into Hessen. That's 3 fouls in a row in a minute, and they've all been trying to deal with Miles Hessen. Of course, we didn't see much of him in the first half because he picked up a couple of early fouls, so he's looking to make up for time lost. He's certainly dishing out the fouls to the opponents to make up for that bit. Hessen again using his strength off the mark. Olasheni trying to tip it in, but it doesn't go. And between Kra and Edwards, they come up with the rebound. Kloof drives to the rim, takes the contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Yeboah with the first step, and once you're chasing it, it's always hard not to get called for a foul in that situation. Charlon Kloof, 34 years of age now. Extending his team's advantage. One for two from the line. Hessen, again, he looks to go, leaves his man on the floor, loses his own feet, but able to find Olasheni. And the scores are level. The referees just stopped the clock. He broke both ankles there, his own and the defenders, when he came up with an assist. Again, Great Britain showing a little full court pressure here. Haven't been too many times where they've really gone for it, and they don't here either. Ty van der Vurst crosses midcourt. Kloof looking to attack on the opposite side of the court this time. Drops it off to Edwards. Edwards under pressure, drops it in. Did well to finish, forced his way into the starting lineup in the second half, having come off the bench in the first. Ellis nearly threw that away there. He's able to change his mind. Here's Hessen for three. That's overcooked everything. Still Great Britain struggling from behind the arc. Frank has not been struggling from behind the arc. Well, actually, he made his first two. He's missed his last four. Maybe he is. And there's a clumsy foul. Didn't really need that one. That's his second. It's a good, strong finish. It's a nice pass, and Yeboah does really well just to go straight up. Hessen stumbling through the lane. He knew a whistle was coming. And Miles Hessen has been a wrecking ball in the first 3 minutes here of this quarter. Netherlands over the limit in less than 3 minutes, and all but one of the fouls have been on Miles Hessen. They've not been able to deal with his physicality, his strength. He's caused them all sorts of matchup nightmares. They haven't really got a player with the speed and the size to cope with him, but he can't make the first free throw. He does make the second. It's only the third missed free throw, I think, for Great Britain in the ball game. Second, in fact, 15 of 17. Here's Kloof to the rim. Oh, he's missed it. And the tip doesn't go from Kra either. Ellis down to Hessen again. Hessen followed by Olasheni with the rebound, and he gets fouled. And well, most of those in orange in this building thought there might be a foul going the other way on the rebound, but Olasheni just going after it aggressively. I don't think it is a foul. I think he's just bullied Edwards out of the way there, if I'm honest with you. Nothing wrong with that. Olasheni again at the free throw line. He was a perfect 4 of 4 in the first half. Although the noisiest section is behind this basket. And they win that one. Double-double already. There's still 17 minutes to go. Not been his most efficient night, but he won't care a jot if his team get over the line. And he ties the scores at 35. Well, 10 difference in the free throw count, both in terms of makes and attempts. As the Netherlands keep getting into the penalty. Franco finds Edwards. Here's Krah. Krah hits the bottom of the net. Well, I think I'd just keep giving it to Hessen at the minute. They haven't got a matchup for him. They send 2 bodies at him. That means Olasheni's underneath and he's able to lay it home. That seems to be the way right now for Great Britain. Get the ball to 22 and let him wreak havoc. Kloof. Kloof drives under pressure. What a finish that is, Charlotte Kloof. Ellis. And that's going to be an offensive foul off the ball. Carl Wheatle just barreling. Look at that finish. It was Franco who got knocked to the ground. And then Krah with the 3. Netherlands by 3 in a game they cannot afford to lose. Van der Verst round the screen. Kloof thought about the 3, danced back for it, and hits! Doubles the lead. Netherlands with their biggest advantage of the contest. They're up 6. Olasheni putting the ball on the floor. Can't score, but Hessen's there to clean it up. Big rebounds for Miles Hessen there. I think the ball's got a bit of perspiration on it. It's warm out there. Well, I don't know why he didn't take the first one, but they like a step back these days. The modern 3-point shooter. Looked like he had an easy one first up, but I just take the easy one. The difficult one looks better on the highlights. Van der Verst around the screen. Kicked across to Krah. Krah into Edwards. Van der Verst heaving one up. What was that? He's looking at the referee, but he's just dived in at a man trying to draw a foul. I'm not sure you're going to get that. Ellis has just stood there. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Phillip. Mismatch inside if they can get the ball there. Wheatle fires up the 3 and knocks it down. Well, they haven't had much luck from the 3-point line, but Carl Wheatle hits an important one for the Brits. Only their second of the game, cuts it to 1. First points of the game for Wheatle. Franca slips. Olaseni says, thank you very much. Here comes Ellis. Ellis to the rim. In and out. Oh, it just won't go. And Clough knocked. Oh, I thought Clough tipped that out. Referee says, no, it's going to be a Netherlands ball. Looked like Clough jumped up over Olaseni on that one. Let's have another look. Ellis's shot comes out. Olaseni misses it. Well, it's hard to tell at that speed, but my first take was Clough hit it. I don't think that angle is going to tell us anything other than the ball didn't go in. A 1 point game, 3:58 on the clock. We've got a coach challenge, so the referees will get another look at it. This should be the angle to tell us. You can see Olaseni kind of mistimes the jump because of the bobble. It still looks like it came off Clough to me. Like he was on Olaseni's hand and then he batted it off it from behind. They've got to see something to conclusively prove it to overturn the call. See, he's the one swiping at the ball as well. Can you see from here? Well, my guess is that it did, but I think it's one of those where, is it conclusive that he did and therefore can they overturn it? Or do they just go, we couldn't see anything conclusive and we're going to stick with our on-court decision? I don't think this angle tells us anything. That looks like the only one, but well, I'll let you make the decision there. What's the referee going to come up with? He is going to give it to Great Britain. It is the fact that he was swiping at the ball made it look like it was him rather than Olaseni. He wouldn't be swiping at the ball, he was trying to catch the ball. Well, I'm not sure the shot clock can be right, can it? Well, I'm not quite sure what's happened here, but the ball's gone back to the Netherlands. Did somebody step in bounds or something? Well, I must confess I didn't quite see what happened there, but after all that replay, it's going to be a Dutch ball. Franca. Edwards is setting a lot of screens here in this offense. There's another one. Franca's going to fire up the three. That's missing everything. And another air ball. We've seen a few tonight. It's at least the fourth air ball from three that I can think of off the top of my head. Might be more. Philip. Runs into traffic. Hessen falling off balance, doesn't go. Clough circles back out. Back to Van der Vurst. Edwards has the mismatch inside. Here he is against Ellis, and he takes full advantage. Oh my goodness, Ellis has gone down clutching his ankle, and that is bad news for Great Britain. Edwards with the score, but Ellis, I don't know, did he land on the foot or what? Yeah, I think he just landed on the foot of Edwards and has just tweaked that ankle. And this is not a good sign at all for fans of Great Britain, potentially fans of Trento, given how well he's been playing in Italy of late. Well, let's hope that's not too serious. Obviously, they could do with winning this game in case Ellis is injured for Monday and taking the sting out of it. Here's Wheatle. Nelson now. Phillip. Phillip backs away for three. Another air ball. Well, Van Brey and Yeboah ended up on the deck, and both have said you might want to wipe that up. Van der Verst. Edwards hands it off. Franca coming off the screens, hits another triple, his third of the game. And he doubles the lead. Once again, it's back out to 6. Nelson, Olasheni loses it. Away come the Dutch. Franca out in front, he stumbled. Did he travel? Yes, he did. Oh, and he slipped as well. Well, he's picked the ball up and not gone up with it. And because of that little stumble, both his feet have shuffled forward. And that's why he's been called for a travel. It's a little unfortunate, but nothing unfortunate about this. That's just a good shot. 17 points for Yannick Franca. He's doing his best to keep his team in contention. Another missed shot, but that's going to go out off Van Brey and stay with Great Britain. Wheatle is fouled. Beat him with the first step, really. Troy Edwards called for it. Long way short from Carl Wheatle on the first free throw. I think Frank has been given a technical there. He must still be complaining about that last foul. Well, that's not helpful to the team. Potentially another point here. Luke Nelson's going to shoot the technical free throw. And he does get a little bonus point. Well, I think he's copping a deafen, as we would say, trying to not hear what his coach is shouting at him. But he might get it now. Oh, I thought he was going to sub him out, but actually it's Edwards who's going to sit down. Well, Nelson's trying to wind him up, I think, look. Just see if he can get him to react to anything. They wouldn't mind him going out of the game on a double technical, that's for sure. Need to get it in here, just in time. There's a foul. Well, Franca has been excellent, but he can't lose his head here. It's into Franca, who drops it off. Oh, what a block! Huge defensive play by Philip. Hessen. Adama in the corner for three. Defense to offense for Great Britain. And a huge swing. What could have been an easy two is a three at the other end. And it's a 1-point game. Van Bray misses the three, and Great Britain can regain the lead. Well, just when you thought they had the... Oh, turned over. Stoll gets his hands in the way there. Van der Verst spinning into space, but it's flat, and Nelson with the rebound. Phillip in off the glass, and Great Britain are back in front, having been 6 down just a few moments ago. They've regained the upper hand. Franca, there's a lot going on off the ball, by the way, between Phillip and Van der Verst. There was a lot going on. You've got to keep your eyes on everything. And in the end, Phillip gave him a little bump on the way through, which was enough for the referee to call it. But what a defensive play that was from Phillip. And then running the other way, open corner three. And Amin Adama says thank you very much. He's the one guy that has shot well. 2 of 2 from behind the arc, 3 of 3. Oh, what's that? Is that an unsportsmanlike foul? Well, I think Phillip's just been called for an unsportsmanlike foul. He has. Those two were bumping and banging, and the referee'd had enough of it. And that was before the inbound. So this is going to be 2 free throws and possession back to the Dutch. Well, I was just saying about Franco a couple of minutes ago, needs to keep his head. Now Phillip needs to keep his head. There's a bit of needle out there. There's a lot on the line. And the coaches have got to try and keep their team in check. That one had just enough off the front of the iron and over for Van der Verst. So it's the Dutch who lead, and they can basically take this one to the buzzer with 1.6 differential between shot and game clock. Here in the third quarter, Van der Verst letting a few ticks go. Now he goes round the screen, up in the air. It's turned loose, and they couldn't hang on to it, Franca. And Great Britain will have 4.5 seconds to go the other way. Clough is going to return for Kraft for this defensive play. Nelson will come in as an option for Great Britain. Phillip going to heave up a three. Ooh, back of the iron. Here we go. Here we go, people. 10 minutes to play. It's a 1-point game. Great Britain trailing the Netherlands 50 points to 49. Well, strap yourselves in for a big 10 minutes here. Again, the shooting numbers still not brilliant other than the free throws. But it doesn't matter about any of that. Numbers don't matter. The only numbers that matter are the ones on the scoreboard. Who wins and who loses. That is what counts at the end of this one. Netherlands looked at times like they were going to take charge of this game in this third quarter. They led by as many as 6 on a couple of occasions, but each time Great Britain responded, and on the second of those occasions, they came all the way back with 7 in a row to lead. But with 10 minutes to play, it's the Netherlands who have the advantage. Remember, they must win to keep their hopes alive, but they kind of need to win by 5. And obviously, Great Britain, as we saw in the highlights, still got to deal with however serious that injury is to Quinn Ellis. All the action over the next few days on courtside 1891. Scan the QR code and join us, including the 2 games on Monday, which may be pivotal or may not. We'll have to wait and see. Well, Franca has been doing the business for his team with 17 points. He's also got 7 turnovers, but we'll gloss over that. He's the one offensive threat. Fourth quarter underway here. Netherlands leading by 1. Great Britain with the ball in a must-win contest for the Dutch. Hessen to the rim, can't convert. He wants a foul, he doesn't get one. Kloof. Krah now, not loose by Hessen. Krah keeps possession though. Shot clock getting low, Franca loses it. Away comes Wheatle. Wheatle running it back. Franca trying to get there. Foul is called. Basket is good. Carl Wheatle with a chance for a big and 1. Well, Kloof came flying from nowhere. Came up with the steal. Ran it all the way back. Kloof from the opposite side of the floor commits the foul, and Carl Wheatle, ever reliable for Great Britain, with a chance to double their lead. Oh, an early seat for Franca here in the fourth quarter after that turnover, his 8th of the game. Van Versu twisted his ankle in the first half, is back and he's traveled with it there. We haven't seen Versu since he rolled that ankle. It's obviously been strapped up and he's going to give it another go here. Hessen. Wheatle calls for a screen. Yeboah fakes the 3, back to Wheatle for the triple. Off the mark. Kloof rising high, held ball. Van der Vurst and Philip are in conversation again. There's a lot going on. Here's the three. Clough goes up for it. It's got bodies either side. It's held up. Possession arrow is with the Dutch, so they regain the ball. Nice roll from Edwards and a great finish. He's been brilliant for them off the bench. Really active in the pick and roll, around the rim, in the paint. Really good. Philip gets past his man. Yeboah backs out for three. Still he can't get one to go. 0 for 5 from behind the arc now. Ozzy Yeboah. Clough, nice little pump fake to send the defender the wrong way. And he draws the foul. Well, the other game in this group went to overtime. You wouldn't rule that out here with 8 minutes to go. Clough breaks the tie. One for two. Hessen with the rebound. Philip. Wheatle. Short on the three. Yeboah with a big offensive rebound and the putback. And the lead swaps hands once again. Krah. Maroos a long way short on that. Can he save it? No, he can't. Franco is back. Vervoos sits down. I'm not sure Philip was expecting that back, by the way. Hessen down low. Back out to Philip for three. Another offensive rebound. Adama this time. He can't convert, though. That's gone out off the Dutch. And another offensive rebound. Great Britain have been absolutely pounding the glass. I mean, partly because they've missed a lot of shots. But they just keep going after it and after it. And trying to force home some second chance points. Shot clock getting low. Yeboah still can't buy one from behind the arc, but it's stolen away by Wheatle. Yeboah attacks. Yeboah to the rim and he lays it in. Well, if the three won't fall, take the two instead. It's Great Britain by 3. Clough. Forced back away by Hessen. Shot is up, will it go? No, it won't. Franco will shoot 2. Well, tension all around the building. Oh, Shani back into the game. Hessen sits down. 18 now for Yannick Franca, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Makes them both. Cuts the gap to 1. Phillip. Tama in the near corner. He keeps hitting threes though. The rest of his team can't buy one, but he certainly can. 3 of 3 from behind the arc for 11 points. Clark with the step, drops it off, but he passes it straight to Wheatle. And an important stop for Great Britain with just over 5 to play. Chance to stretch it back to 6 here. Hand check foul there, Franco. I don't know what he's doing. It's not like the screen was even there. It's his 4th foul as well, but what a shot that is. What a game he has had off the bench. 11 points off 5 shots in 14 minutes. Franca's 4th foul with 5 to play. They're going to leave him out there. Do Great Britain attack him? Dahmer to the rim this time. Olasheni with the rebound. He is fouled. I'm sure it's Edwards from behind and not Franca in front. Here's Kai Edwards, who's called for the foul. Not sure if that's his 4th as well. We've got a timeout call to sort all that out. 55-59 the score. 2 free throws to come. Remember, you can keep on top of all of the stats and the results, the scores, everything you need to know at the app. Scan the QR code. There's a lot of basketball going on right now. Look at the rebounding. Great Britain, 44 rebounds, 18 of them at the offensive end. Their shooting hasn't been great, but that is what has been keeping them alive. Trying to get themselves second chance points. Well, it's going to be a dramatic finish one way or the other. Great Britain, if they can hang on, will punch the ticket for not only themselves but Czechia as well. Netherlands, if they can find a way back to win, will keep it alive till Monday. What an impact Adama has had off the bench. Well, whether you're watching in Rotterdam or Rotherham, Amsterdam or Aldershot, how are your nerves now with 5 minutes to go? There'll be a few in Rotherham supporting Quinn Ellis, no doubt about that. He's not come back since that ankle injury. With Gabe Olasheni at the free throw line, pushing the lead out to 5. Can he make it 6? Another big double-double from the man who always delivers in a Great Britain shirt. 21 of 25 from the line, Great Britain. Van der Vurst against Phillip. That's been a battle to keep an eye on all the way through. Van der Vurst gets the switch, looks to go at Olasheni. That's not easy, but he does it. High off the glass with the finish, Kai Van der Vurst. He's not had his most efficient game, but he's got 7 points and 5 assists. Phillip going the opposite way of the screen, getting into the key. Wheatle drops it off. Olasheni, freedom of the paint for the lay-in. Four minutes to play. GB by 6. Van der Vurst. Kloof. There's 2 men and only 1 defender. And that results in 3. Kloof was the open man. Cuts the deficit in half. Double figures now for Kloof. Philip looking to get those points back. His 3 is off the mark. Franca on the spin. Franca to the rim. And he's fouled. I think Olasheni got him. Could have been Philip from behind as well. What a finish that is. Hooking it over the top, and then they just moved it back and forth until one of them was open. Great Britain are going to call for time now. Well, 3:26 to go. Massive, massive 3:26. It's about who can make the plays down the stretch. You can see Ellis behind the timeout. It suggests he's not coming back into this game. Great Britain probably going to go with the 5 they've got out there. Maybe swing in Hessen and Nelson. In fact, it looks like both of those are coming in now. Well, I'll repeat it. There was overtime in the other game in this group just a little while ago. Seemed to be tracking for some free basketball. Neither team would really want it unless they're the one behind and forcing it. Franca at the free throw line. Takes his personal tally to 20. He misses the second one though. Olasheni gratefully grabs that loose ball. Nelson at the point guard, at the depth. So often it's been his role for Great Britain down the years. He and Olasheni working with it. It's going to take the long 2. It's back iron on that. And plucked out of the air by Franca. Edwards. Krah. Van der Vurst running off the screens. Kloof. 5 on the shot clock. Backs away for 3. Big shot. Oh, Charlotte Kloof with the triple, and the Netherlands are in front. They're on their feet here. Nelson, Hessen, back out to Wheatle. Round the high screen, Wheatle into the key. Soft off the glass, but too soft. Edwards with the rebound. Oh, it's stolen away by Nelson. Here's Olasheni, drops it off, and Great Britain are back in front. Careless turnover from the Netherlands there. What drama we have. Oh, it's nearly another turnover there. With 2 minutes to play. It's a 1-point ball game. Oh, Hessen with the steal. He gets it away. Here come Great Britain, 2-on-1. Nelson is blocked. And it's gone out off Nelson. He's saying I was fouled, ref. The referee's not interested. It's a Netherlands ball. Well, they had 2-on-1, but Van der Vurst did the job there. Well, this was the previous steal. And then this, the defensive play. What a stop that is, just when his team needed it. Coach is on court there. Thought he was going to play point guard for a second. Van der Verst, Hall of Horns. Around the screen, drops it off to Edwards. He's fouled. Going to the rim, went for the big stuff. Gabriel with the foul. Edwards with a chance with 97 seconds remaining to put his team ahead in the game. He's not been to the free throw line today. He's 7 of 9 in qualifying. Oh, he's a long way short on the first one. Big deep breath here, big deep breath. Olasheni's in too early. Doesn't matter, he's made the free throw. Doesn't matter. The scores are level. Well, this could be last shot wins here. Wheatle under pressure, the double team is coming. Can they force the turnover? No, they're broken away. Hessen is knocked away by Edwards, who's screaming that wasn't off him. He's asking coach for a challenge. Let's have a look. Oh, I think he might be right, you know. I think that might have come off Hessen. Well, it's amazing they didn't turn the ball over. I think it is off Hessen. I think he's right. Kai Edwards, he's told everybody on the bench he's right. The referees are going to have to go and look at this one. It looks like he pushes it down and then it goes back. Oh, it is off Hessen. They're going to overturn this. Again, it's a big defensive play. That's twice Great Britain had the numbers in the last 2 minutes and looked like they were going to get a score, and twice a big defensive play has turned the ball over. First Van der Verst, and presumably now, unless, did it come off the other finger on the way out? I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I think they've made a decision. It's just about clock now. It's just on that angle. I just wondered whether there was another nick on the way out. It didn't look like it on the baseline, that's for sure. It is a Dutch ball. Punt of the fist for Edwards. No challenges left. 1:26 to go. 65-65. Well, I asked how your nerves were at home. They must be shredded now for these two teams if you're supporting either one. For the neutrals, well, just enjoy. Everybody else endure. Kloof for three. No, long rebound comes out to Kra, though. To Edwards, sorry. And that's going to be a foul, and look, Great Britain are over the limit, so that's going to be 2 free throws. Yeboah with the foul. Charlon Kloof at the foul line. Silence descends. As he makes the first, it turns into a roar. He was 2 of 4 from the line before that. Oh, you daren't even watch in the building. Stare through your fingers. He makes them both. Calmest man in the building. Netherlands back up by 2 with 1:05 remaining. That's a tough spot. Thought they were going to throw a double team at him. Olasheni, defense the cry from the home fans. Wheatle for 3, can you believe it? Great Britain, who barely made a 3 all game. Carl Wheatle hits a massive shot. It's only gone down as a 2 on our scoreboard. I'm sure it was a 3. We'll get it corrected if it is. Van der Verst. It's knocked loose by Hess, and Great Britain have the ball. They want to take their time. It's poked away. That's a Great Britain ball. The scoreboard has updated correctly. 67-68. Can you believe this? What a gutsy shot that is from Carl Wheatle. He'd made one earlier in the game, but Great Britain as a team were in the teens from 3-point range. And you're bearing in mind that Adama was 3 of 3. Everybody else was 1 for 20, sorry. Great Britain with a timeout. There's probably a play each left. Great Britain score, and they can put themselves in a position not to lose in regulation. 19 turnovers by the Dutch today. Too many, particularly at home. Frank has had 8 of those. Well, Mark Stüttel, he's not been head coach outright for very long. He obviously was interim head coach in the previous qualifying, the assistant coach before that, and in the last, and in the EuroBasket. But he's got to draw up the play of his life here, really. Great Britain. Any sort of score will do. It doesn't have to be a 3. A 2 is perfectly acceptable. Put yourself up 3. And then you know what's coming at the other end. You could even foul if you wanted to. So the ball is in the front court. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Great Britain will want to tick as many of them off as they can. Philip to inbound. Gets it back from Wheatle. No rush here. Philip round the screen. That is the foul that the Netherlands had to give. Van der Verst uses it. So the next one would be free throws. Although you don't want to send them to the line here. You want to trust your defense, get a stop, go the other way and win the game. Nelson into Wheatle. Philip comes and gets it. Philip to the mid-range. Tariq. Philip finds the bottom of the net, and Great Britain lead by 3. Comfortable shot from him. Well, he's been at the center of a lot today. Has he just hit the game-winning shot? There's still 14 seconds to go. Timeout is called by Coach Shivek, and now he has to draw up a play to find a way to win this game. Great Britain just need one more stop. Netherlands need a 3. They've got one timeout each. In theory, Great Britain could foul and send them to the line. It's a risky play. But you know they need a 3, so you can overplay on the 3-point line. .1, I suppose, is enough time you could go quick. Look at this. Just a little jab step, creates some room. Just another day at the office. Nothing really on that. Tariq Philip, how's your nerves there? With 14 seconds to go in a one-point game where you can book your ticket to EuroBasket. A man for the moment right there. But is there one in orange for a bigger moment, for a reply? Well, they've adjusted the clock, so it's now 15.5 on it. I assume the Netherlands would advance the ball anyway, so there'll be 14 on the shot clock, but that's almost irrelevant. Both coaches can make one more intervention, but his intervention needs to be now, really. They need a score, preferably a 3, but even a 2 if it's quick. This man's hit some shots, hasn't he, Franca? Here's Kloof. Franca running the baseline. Here he gets it. He fires it up. Is that on the floor? No, it's a 3-shot foul. It's a 3-shot foul. Olasheni got him, and Franca turned it into a 3-shot foul. He saw the foul coming, and he just heaved it. And that will be 3 free throws. Yannick Franca with a chance to tie the game. Almost a stunned silence here. 7 of 9 from the line today, but these 3 have to go in. They just have to go in. Oh, he's missed the first. Now what do they do? You make the second, but do you miss the third, or do you trust your defense? He's made the second. Does he miss this, or does he go for it? There's still 10 seconds to go. He makes it. And do Great Britain call a timeout? No, they don't. They've got 1 left still. They're not going to call it. Franca's going to sit down. He's on 4 fouls, so they don't want him to foul out. They're going to have to foul. Great Britain have to get it in first. Here's Phillip, and he is fouled. And Tariq Phillip will walk the length of the floor for 2 huge free throws. He is 5 of 6 in the game here this evening. Crowd doing their best to put him off. He's not bothered about that. Makes the first. This to push it back to 3. Makes them both. Clutch shooting from Tariq Phillip. And Netherlands are going to call another timeout with 9.2 seconds to go. And Great Britain presumably are going to say, if we foul on the floor, don't let them do that again. Well, Franca, surely the ball goes to him. They won't have as much time. This can be the difference. Such fine margins in sport. Will that one come back to haunt him? They've missed 7 from the line. Great Britain have only missed 4, and it's a 3-point game. I'll let you do the maths on that. Well, whatever happens in this last 9.2, it's been an unbelievable game to this point. Somebody is going to have their hearts broken at the death. I'm guessing if you're watching at home and you support either of these 2 teams, you're on your feet right now. Why not? 1 play for glory. 1 stop, 1 score. It comes down to this. Here's Kloof. Franca running off the screens again. He's got room for overtime. He's missed it. Great Britain have the ball, and Great Britain are going to qualify. Great Britain are going to qualify. Franca had the shot, but it fell short. And Great Britain with the rebound have broken Dutch hearts. Well, he's still coaching Mark Stoutel, but with half a second to go and 2 free throws to come, it's almost impossible to lose from here. Edwards has been great all game, but he's fouled out. For the win, Gabe Olesheni, no. Well, it almost doesn't matter, because a heave from 94 feet is a miracle play in half a second. He makes the second, and that will do it. All the Netherlands can do is inbound, and time expires, and Great Britain have qualified for EuroBasket 25. They have come here on the road, and in a hard-fought, gutsy game, have beaten the Netherlands. The final score, Netherlands 69, Great Britain 73. That sends the Brits through. It also sends the Czechs through. Czechia have qualified. Netherlands are eliminated. Well, that was some game of twists and turns. And it looked for a moment as if Franca had a chance for overtime, not once but twice. But the free throw rimmed out and the three-pointer fell short. And Great Britain, without shooting their best, had enough to see it through and had enough to punch their ticket. They are the latest team to qualify. And that last game on Monday will just be about celebration. And a big hug from Coach Dukel for each and every one of his players. And well, they deserved it. The results that they put through in this group, particularly that home win against Greece, that unbelievably topsy-turvy game against Greece, beating the Netherlands at home by 4, coming here and again winning by 4. And they will celebrate, and their fans are here, and they've spotted them. Miles Hessen pointing out where they are to make sure that they have shown the appreciation. But for that man, 22 points, but 2 chances to send it to overtime and neither taken. Huge day of drama. Look at that. You won't win too many games shooting 37% and 21%, but Great Britain did today, mainly because of the last line. 24 of 29 from the free throw, and the top line here, well, top and bottom. 46 rebounds and 15 steals. They did it a different way tonight, but it's not how you get over the line, it's that you get over the line. And they did. Olesheni leading the way with 18 points. Adama, huge shots for 3 to keep them going. And there go the British fans into the Den Haag night, and a night to enjoy for them. But disappointment for all those in orange. And you can see the pain writ large on his face. He will feel he could have done it. Well, Quinn Ellis with that ankle injury, they can probably rest him on Monday now if it's not too serious. And it will not matter a jot really. But look at that. Mark Stewart getting a big hug from Dan Clark, one of the all-time great, probably the all-time great British international. Now, member of the staff, and Luke Nelson, he's had his moments in a British shirt, and he's going to get a few more this summer as well. They all played their part, but Philip clutched down the stretch. He got involved in a lot, but he hit a big shot down the stretch, didn't he? Hessen there as well. Long-serving part of this squad. And again, in that third quarter, he ran riot, didn't he? Racking up the fouls on the opponents to cause them issues. And again, when you win a game from a free throw line, getting them in the bonus that early was crucial. in the third quarter. Well, I'm not sure we can cram it all into our little highlights here. The fourth quarter, all of the drama and the excitement, but this one ebbed and flowed. The lead went back and forth. There was big moments and big plays at both ends of the floor, and just when you thought one team had their hands on the win, it swung back the other way. At times there were big offensive plays, at times there were big defensive plays, and at times the ball just didn't go in when you thought it might. And everybody here was through the ringer. Everybody had their nerves shredded, thinking, we've won it, we've lost it, we're going to overtime, we're not going to overtime. But ultimately, the plays that matter were made by Great Britain. It was basically last team to score, won the game. That shot from Wheatle, by the way, what a clutch one when Great Britain couldn't really, apart from Adamu, make a three-pointer, and then this for overtime didn't go, and that's what it means, that's what it feels like, that's what it's like, the agony of defeat, the joy of success, and, well, the pleasure for Great Britain to see themselves up into second, but more importantly, they have qualified. So too now have Czechia. And well, the Netherlands, sadly for them, cannot go through. So the top three will make it, and as we have a look at our little graphic, we can see two more flags on there. Greece did it earlier, now Great Britain and Czechia alongside them. They are on the road to EuroBasket this summer, and that has never looked sweeter to fans of both those countries. What a night of basketball it's been. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon. Goodbye.